Hi guys and welcome to BombAnime.
It's your girl Ruka.
And Big Boy Sam here bringing you episode 6 of Chainsaw Man.
Right, so this is a continuation from last episode. They had gotten trapped inside of this hotel on the 8th floor. I suggested that this was like a devil of illusion or something like that. Big Boy Sam wasn't quite sure if that's exactly what it was, and turns out that Big Boy Sam was right.
Well, you know. Don't like to toot my own horn, but beep beep. So it's the Eternity Demon. Now, this demon has some really strong powers. Like this is actually mad strong. In order to control space and time, that is something a little bit scary. So Ruka and I were chatting during the episode and we were thinking to ourselves, well, Ruka was anyways, thinking to ourselves, what are they afraid of? Where's the fear here? I thought during the episode that it was a demon of unaliving yourself. Because, you know, the hotel room, loads of stuff, claustrophobia, eventually you'll go nuts and probably unalive yourself. But that wasn't the case either. This guy has got you in a constant infinite loop. It's basically a Tsukiyomi and there's nothing you can do except for give it what it wants. And for some reason it wants Denji.
I don't think that you can class it as an infinite Tsukiyomi. He said it was the inside of his stomach, so it stands to reason that they can't go to any other floors because his stomach is on the 8th floor. He's not necessarily controlling time either. Yes, Aki did say that all the clocks had stopped at the exact same time, but that actually doesn't tell us that time has stopped. If time had really stopped, they shouldn't have a need for food or be able to die. If it's at standstill, I feel like this is what we'd be looking at. I think it's just that they're inside of his stomach. He only has one floor in his stomach, ergo they can only be on that floor.
Yeah, it does make sense what you're saying, Ruka, truly. But he wants Denji because he's scared of the chainsaw. He wants the heart because he'll be the strongest demon. I don't get it.
Neither do I, but I do also feel like there's a lot of speculation with the characters. They're speculating on why they want Denji. Even Denji was speculating on it. They don't actually know if that's why. He wants to eat him. There's got to be something about maybe gaining the fear of him. I don't even know. Don't even know how he would know about Denji, to be honest. He hasn't killed that many people as Chainsaw Man, and even in this show, when he's killed devils, he doesn't even always take out his chainsaws.
That's true, but then on the flip side, Denji's been killing devils since he was 14. He's been going ham on these devils on a regular basis. So
True.
They probably do know about him. They're just thinking, whoa, this guy's causing fear in devils maybe, and maybe that's the fear that they're feeding on. Maybe devil fear is better than human fear, who knows?
Well, you were actually speculating about this, not last episode, but the episode before that, saying that maybe the fear gained of a devil can be from other devils too.
Yep.
That would actually corroborate your story and your theory on this episode. But I really want to talk about this idiot. Kobeni.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know who thought it was a good idea to bring this girl along. She's been nothing but trouble from the beginning. Like, I knew from even before this episode, they've shown clips of her. She just seemed like she just doesn't fit. And she just feels like she's as much use as using a cat as a guard dog. It's like, why are you here?
Cats are vicious. What you say?
But cats will also leave you to your death and move on and then eat you afterwards.
That's very true. Speaking of eating.
So, I can't take you anywhere.
Listen, Kobeni said it, fam. What do you want from me?
So, she's really going to say that she could only get a job as a worker or a devil hunter. First of all, devil hunting skills are transferable. No, seriously, they're transferable. She could have applied to become a police officer. She would only need a high school diploma to pass a test and then to have 1 year of training in Japan to become a police officer. So she could have gone ahead and done that. She could have been a private investigator. Hell, since she's good at killing, she could have even joined a gang. But no, she says she can only be a devil hunter or bust it open. So she should have just sold her because she's got no use here. So out of the two options that she feels she can do, she should have picked the other one. Denji went ahead and sold his body parts, joined the crew.
I just want to say, and you guys are probably going to hate me for this, but those skills are also transferable. I mean, it takes dedication to take it to the end and finish and then do it again. I'm just saying, like, that is hard work as well. I mean...
To be fair, work is quite large. There's a lot of things that she could have done within that area. If she's talking about that, she could have done a bunch of different things without actually... well, we don't know if they have it in this universe. I doubt that they would. But yeah, something similar to that. You don't always have to go all the way there. I'm being harsh on her because I really don't like her. Now, Denji is not like this great person that we need to defend so much. He's also like really unscrupulous. He's perverted. He's not great. Like, he's not a great MC that you need to put all of your hope and dreams into. But I really don't like the way she was so quick to just say, kill him. And not only that, she was acting so crazy that she put all of her team in danger. Not just Denji, but Arai. She almost hurt him. If there hadn't have been a distraction, she could have very well killed him. And then on top of that, she actually stabbed Aki, who is, out of all of the characters, one of the most solid, chill dudes. All he wants to do is avenge his family. He's not a horrible person. Okay, yeah, he did kind of beat Denji's ass, but like I said, Denji is not like the hero you need to be backing and defending.
Whoa. Denji's my guy. I back him any day of the week. But I hear what you're saying.
Aki's a really solid character and she could have murdered him with her reckless actions. I don't appreciate the fact that she's endangering every single person on her team. It's just not acceptable. And the way she's so quick to turn on them as well, that's like, you guys are a team. You have to go into dangerous situations. You need to be able to trust the people who you're with. Imagine being a firefighter and you're going into a burning building, but you also have to worry about Rob, who might push you into the fire.
Yeah, that's not a good look. Kobeni's not my favorite character either. Look, as Ruka has eloquently put it, Denji's not your stand-up guy. He's never pretended to be, but he is honest. He can be unscrupulous but honest, and Denji is honest. He will tell you exactly what's going on, and he will not give any F's about what it is that you think about what he thinks. And he will fight tooth and nail for his little dreams that he has. He's an honest dude, and you know what you get with Denji. If Denji says he's falling asleep, my guy will fall asleep. If Denji says he wants to touch some, he will touch some. That's fine. Kobeni said that she wanted to go to college too. She was forced to be here. Her brother shouldn't be the only one going to college, and she has to be busting it open or either being a devil hunter. And she picked the latter. Bitch, you picked. Now work at it. Do it. Do the job.
I really am an advocate for honesty. However, in this situation, saying that Denji is so honest is not a saving grace for his character. A serial killer could tell you everything that he's about to do to you. Does that make it any better? No. You're still dead.
I think it does make it better.
It makes it worse, because now you know exactly what's coming.
But would you rather have the hope that he's going to let you go when you, like...
I'd rather not be murdered. I mean, how about that?
No.
How about that?
You're looking at the wrong thing here. You're looking at the wrong thing.
No.
Look, we're coming off topic.
Okay, right.
All right.
What was the last thing that you said?
She picked.
Right, she picked. Exactly, she did pick. And let's just be honest. Coming from her parents clearly know their kids. This is not for every situation, but from what I've seen of Kobeni and her character, maybe you don't need to go to college. You didn't do well enough, like, at all the steps before it because you thought that you couldn't transfer devil hunting skills to other work.
But you know what is for everyone?
These hands? No.
OnlyFans. So, look. I also don't like Kobeni because she stabbed Aki. And that really hurt me.
Yeah.
Because hearing Aki's emotion about why he protected Denji actually, I'm not saying it broke me, but I felt something in it. Like, that was deep. I can't kill the gun demon myself. And I need as many people who are a bit not so crazy to do it with me. And this guy is going to want to kill the gun demon with me. So I can't have you stab him. End of. That's it. I would rather half my life or take a significant portion of my life to get the gun demon dead. Bruv, the use of dreams and going for it, like, it's like Naruto on crack. It's mad. Everyone's going for Hokage, but their Hokages are all different. And everyone is hard on doing what they want to do. And those who aren't hard on doing what they want to do are Kobeni.
First of all, Aki's a liar. That is not why he did it. He clearly likes Denji. You could see a little bromance developing between them.
The only
They're
reason.
actually becoming friends, you
I
know?
agree.
Like, he just gave an explanation that all of the team could swallow. Stop it.
No, kobeni, no.
And also, that's not...
I'm sorry. You set me up. Look, you set me up.
And also, that's not what actually got me. What actually got me was these seamless flashbacks that they've been showing us over the last few episodes about Aki and Himeno's relationship, how they met, how they became friends, how they're partners. And then you saw that manifest in this episode. It was all building up to it. And on top of that, this show does flashbacks really well.
Very well.
To the point where you almost don't realize that you've slipped into another one. I mean, you notice, but like it's seamless. It's really good. So you see it manifest now. Himeno is trying to stop him from using this sword, and the audience, we already know that this sword is going to do something bad to him, and she's trying to keep him alive. They're very close. And then you find out it will take years of his life. She saves him from it. And then here we get Scaredy Bitch-kun coming through and knifing him in the side. Seriously, it's like she did everything she could to keep him alive. And also they've had this running theme of all of her partners dying, her not being able to protect them, her telling him not to die. And then right in front of her eyes, as she saves him from one unfortunate end, here comes Kun right in the side. Like, come on. That was just, it was deep.
Yeah, it was a great crescendo because, as Rika said, they set it up beautifully. Step by step, movement by movement. The little flashbacks told you how deep their relationship. She got him into smoking. Like, I know it's terrible. This show has a really nice way of turning the crude into fantastic. It's great.
Chill out.
Look,
Denji's crude is not fantastic. Chill out.
The way that the sword comes out of his head and his
really?
Listen.
Come on, because he's a dickhead.
Yes, exactly. So, like, do you get what I mean? Like, they make it literal as well as metaphorical. Like Ruka and I were having a conversation earlier about this being quite on the nose, and I was like, I disagree, because there's layers to it. It's just that their mediums of choice is crude as hell. And so, like, for example, the amount of innuendo throughout the whole show as a whole. I mean, like, look at the opening. My guy is seen in a bowling ball with his, like, it just looked suspect. Yeah. And then the way that they slow-mo the saw coming out of his head, and then his hands, and then the slight little moments with Makima while he's resting his head on her lap, and then out of nowhere there's two protrusions from her finger. Like, it's really weird. It's like watching Alice in Wonderland, but for the crude.
Yeah.
No, hey, look back at Alice in Wonderland. Just go back on it.
Whoa.
Not the Johnny Depp one.
Whoa.
The original Disney one. It's crude, innit? It's crude. But what I'm saying is that the way that they set it up to bring it to that point where Himeno broke down. Look at it. This whole time she had been the rock. The rock the whole time. Even Aki was going nuts. Yo, Himeno, I need a cigarette. And then one guy's having a panic attack. The other one's going nuts, so trying to drink out of a toilet bowl. Power's just being, power, and so on. And Denji's just chilling. She was the rock the whole time. The moment he got stabbed and it broke her. Woo! Excellent piece of writing here. I can see why this anime is a banger.
However, I do disagree with you. I do still think it's very on the nose and that it doesn't leave very much to the imagination for the most part. But again, the way that it's actually done, it's not a big minus for me. Usually it would be like predictability.
Yeah,
can be very tiresome, but it doesn't do that for me here. They use a lot of other techniques that keep it going.
I don't want to gas you too much, but I feel like I have to say this. I feel like your threshold for predictability is higher than a lot of people's. Hence why to you, it's on the nose, whereas the metaphors will enthrall others. So, yeah, that's all I'm saying. And you're not getting no more praise. Shut the fuck up.
Thank you.
Shut up.
Okay, well...
Stop cheesing, fans.
I was wondering about, why this devil felt the need to make a contract and ask the rest of them to give Denji over, especially because of the nature of the devil And on top of that, I felt like if he's saying that the 8th floor, the entire 8th floor is its stomach, why didn't they just start destroying the doors, the walls, the floors? Like, it's supposedly his stomach, ergo shouldn't that affect the devil? I don't know, it seemed a bit weird that they didn't try it. They tried everything else. They tried escape, but they didn't try damage.
I mean, Jimeno had a lighter. I mean, she could have easily burnt a couple of doors down. Like, do you know what I mean?
With a lighter?
It's possible.
Seriously?
It's very possible.
I can't.
Look, you've got a saw man and a lighter. Bruv, cut them doors into little chips and then watch it go boom. It's possible. But I was with you on that one because I think we spoke about it as well. But I feel like the reason why they didn't do it is because the idea literally didn't come to them. I mean, Denji is the one that came up with the thing saying that, look, it hasn't tried to kill me itself.
Yeah.
It's gotten scared every time I get close to it.
Yeah.
And it's forced you guys to try and kill me. So obviously it's afraid of me. And so I'm gonna hurt it until it kills itself. That is such a great plan. I want to see it come into fruition. Because if it does come into fruition, I think my theory will be more solidified towards it being the fear that devils have for Denji that gives Denji his strength.
The other thing that made me have some questions about the validity of this devil was that it's in a hotel. I'm assuming it's been there for some time, or even if it hadn't been, people must be going missing.
Yeah, of course.
So how do they not think something weird might be happening other than a fragment of the gun devil?
Like, are these people that are going to this particular hotel not getting reported?
Right. And I know a lot of people go missing, like, in general, but also a lot of people go missing in Japan. Like, still, like, come on.
Maybe the hotel owners have a deal with the devil anyways. You can have a hunting ground and you give us a little bit of power. Look how stupid that the zombie demon got some stupid gangsters to follow it. People want power. So who knows? Maybe. Or maybe the demon itself, because it's got many faces and many heads and hands, are the hotelers. Do you know what I mean? And so when they go missing, it's not being reported. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just clutching here because they've left a huge hole that I want filled. So please fill it for me.
So on that note,
what do you rate this episode?
I give this episode a solid 9.
Yeah, I have to agree. Between 8 and 10, so I'm going to give it a 9 as well. Solid 9 because, yeah, this episode was a perfect continuation of the last episode.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
And if you want to DM us or chat to us or look at our Instagram, it's BombAnime Insta.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Peace.